Good evening, Appleseeders. My name is Jeff Yeager. I go by Cleveland on the Project Appleseed Forum, and welcome to the November live stream drawing, where we draw this month's winner for the $1,000 Palmetto State Armory gift card. This is our last drawing this year, so thank you all for tuning in. I'm joined this evening by Ross Crutchfield. He's doing our tech support. He's a senior instructor from Georgia, and he goes by Roswell on the Project Appleseed Forum. And also,
Hey, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you for coming out. And also, we have a special guest tonight, Anthony B. from Alabama. He's our Alabama state coordinator. Good evening, Tony.
Thanks for letting me come tell history. You know how much I love that.
Yeah, you're our first call when we had a need for history this evening. We also have Mrs. Smith, our deputy national coordinator, in the comments on YouTube to answer any questions that you might have. Before we get started, I want to talk about a few things that we have coming up on Project Appleseed. At our Appleseed store, appleseedstore.com, we've got some special limited edition Christmas ornaments. We've got our traditional Appleseed logo and our 20th anniversary logo. These are limited edition, so get them while you can. We also have some coasters that should be arriving any day now at the store. These will make some great gifts for the Appleseeder in your life. And also, we have some overruns of the 2025 Appleseed anniversary shirts. We have these up for sale in the store. So if you need that extra gift for the Appleseeder in your house or that you work with, check us out. Also, if you go to our website, we have a link where you can get holiday gift certificates so you can give the gift of marksmanship and liberty to those you love. With these gift certificates, you can get up to 30% off on some of our clinics. So check them out. With that, Tony, are you ready to tell some history?
Yes, I am. And again, thanks for the invitation. So what I'd like to share tonight is a story about some dangerous old men and a dangerous old woman. So as Colonel Smith is making his way toward Lexington and Concord, General Gage had decided he needed to send some reinforcements to potentially help that effort. He sent word for General Percy to command that mission. General Percy got the order late. He wasn't in when the mission came to him, so he was late starting the next morning. Because he was late, because he needed to make up time, he went against the advice of the senior gunner there in Boston, and he left without taking extra ammunition for his artillery. When General Gage heard about that, he commissioned a separate group of 1 officer and 12 grenadiers to take more artillery ammunition to link up with General Percy wherever they found him over the course of the day. Of course, with all the Patriots out watching everything, that movement of the wagon with the ammunition was reported to the people of the town of Menotomy. Most of the men of Menotomy were out with the rest of the militia, but some of the older men, the men on the alarm list, were still in town. When they heard, they decided this would be a great target, and they needed to take that ammunition wagon. They elected as their leader a slightly younger man named David Lampson. David was a mixed race man and was unable to be in the militia at that point, although he would serve in the militia later. These men were all veterans of the French and Indian War. Lampson was a veteran as well, and they obviously respected him. Lampson chose a very good ambush spot, got his men in position behind a brick wall, and simply waited for the wagon to appear. The wagon was under the command of a British officer. He had 2 NCOs with him and a total of 12 grenadiers. The grenadiers were the biggest and strongest of the British troops. They pretty much thought they were invincible. When they came into the ambush site, David Lampson ordered his men to rise and level their muskets at the British troops. The men were not impressed by the age of the people facing them, and the drivers of the wagons simply hit the horses to speed up. As soon as that happened, David Lampson gave the order to fire. The officer was immediately wounded. The old men shot the lead horses in their traces, stopping the wagon, so the wagon's going nowhere. They also killed 2 of the sergeants. At this point, the grenadiers decided they had urgent business in other places and took off running away from Lamson and the old men. They slowed down long enough to throw their muskets into a pond and then kept running until they came across a woman named Mother Ruth Bathrick. Mother Bathrick was a poor woman. She was out gathering greens to eat for dinner that night. The British grenadiers ran up to her and begged her to accept their surrender and give them her protection. Mother Bathrick was very willing to do that. She simply marched them in to the house of a local militia commander and turned them over to the commander. As I said, Mother Bathrick was poor, but she was not poor in revolutionary spirit. As she turned to walk away, she looked at the British grenadiers and told them, "When you make it back to England, make sure you tell King George that one old Yankee woman took six of you prisoner." At this point, the story did make it back to England, and there were people in England who were unhappy with the way Lord North and his government were fighting the war. A British newspaper asked the question, if one old lady can take six grenadiers captive, how many men will it take to win this war in America? So that goes to show you that no matter your age, no matter your sex, no matter whether you're part of the militia or not, these old men and old women were able to do something big that day. Those were the first prisoners taken by the American side during the Revolutionary War.
Wow, I love that story, Tony. That's great. It's amazing. Even old ladies had a part in the Revolutionary War uh, and our freedom and liberties that we have today. Did we have last month's winner show up by chance, Ross?
No, unfortunately, he couldn't make it tonight. But
Yeah, I
I
heard.
know he said he was very happy to win.
Yeah, I heard some rumor about he was going to buy a revolver.
He's probably looking for that then.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that's great. Well, let's see who won this month's $1,000 Palmetto State Armory gift card. We had 292 entries this last month, people that attended our events. So let's see who the winner is.
Drum roll.
Number 238. 238. Let's see who that is. Lindsay G. Lindsay G. That attended an event in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. You're the winner of a $1,000 Palmetto State Armory gift card. Huzzah!
Ooh, congrats, Lindsay.
That's great.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith will be reaching out to you soon with to get your information, and we'll get that gift card sent right on over to you. So thanks for attending your Project Appleseed event, and huzzah! And I'd like to thank everyone for coming back out tonight for our last live stream drawing. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hopefully we'll see you all on the line at an event again next year. Thanks, and we'll see you on the line. Good night.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. See you
Merry
on the line.
Christmas.